Virgo.
Hello Virgo, this is your forecast for October 2014. And so this month it's super special. We got 2 eclipses going on. One will be a full moon total lunar eclipse October 8th, and then we have the new moon partial solar eclipse on the 23rd. So we're going to get into it and what that's going to mean for you, but it's definitely going to set your chart off and you're going to be flying this month. October must be the most beautiful month of all months here in 2014. Just the way the planets are all going to harmoniously come together. We have a big party going on, and we'll get into that too. But let's start off here where the main focus right now would be is on your income sector. So I'm seeing how you're going to be crunching numbers, looking at what you have from month to month, and maybe how you can improve this area. And I see how you're going to be balancing your accounts here, but there should be some good ideas, some good inspiration coming in, and plus also some good support both from Jupiter and Mars that's coming in here, focusing on how you can tweak it and how you can bring this up to spiff. Then we have Mercury here along with Neptune, the new moon here in your 3rd house for communication. So this might be a month where communication is going to be that much more important and powerful to you. Anything that you have been holding very close to heart, well, I feel that this is really going to surface this month because this new moon, it's not just that it's here in the 3rd house of communication, but it is that solar eclipse on the 23rd, which is going to make it, give it the impact of like 3 new moons all coming together. So here it's like some astrologers say, is it a breakdown or breakthrough? Well, I see it as a breakthrough. Just because in order to really now rise and shine with the power that this new moon has, well, you gotta leave something in order to get into something. So yes, there is a shutdown, but there is a beginning. And the beginnings you make this month may hold the power to follow you for a very long time. So make sure that you're all prepared for it. And here now, at least you know the area where this is going to be showing up for you. The 3rd house, where it's going to take place, is all about communication. It's what you communicate, how you communicate it. Also, the area has to do with siblings, so it could be brother or sister situations coming into the picture. It may also have to do with short distance travel, you know, to and fro, doing your errands, any kind of engagement that you have in your local community, that kind of thing. And you might be brought to the forefront to express yourself. Do so and do it wisely. Now, Saturn has been working here in this area for way over 2 years now. It's going to finalize its journey in December. So you may know what we're talking about here in this closer community and what's been going on and the foundations that you've been trying to lay here. So right now might be your shot at it to give it that shining star, to give your 2 cents worth, which will be a whole lot more than 2 cents because it is an eclipse. Then we have Mars in your area of the home, so I feel that you're going to be quite dynamically engaged into this space, the area that you live. You might be moving things around or fixing things. There could be some repairs taking place, and in that case, well, it's all good. Why? Because Mars is energetic right now. It's been seeing it for a while that it needed to be done, and you might have been putting it off a little bit, but for no longer, because Mars right now is getting all the extra oomph and drive from Jupiter, which is now making it feeling that much more enjoyable to do. Not just a chore, but you may actually love doing this. I see you very driven this month here. And then, of course, you're also getting some extra support from Uranus in the 8th house. So there might be more money coming to you that's going to allow you to take care of these repairs that's been needed for a long time. And Uranus may free up whatever these bonuses, or if it's insurance payouts or bank loans, or it could be money that you also share and hold as shared resources with your partner. Whatever the deal is, it's coming all at the right time so that you may pursue and get these things cleared up. Then we have also just a beautiful time here mid-month, from the 14th and straight throughout the rest of the month. And I want to talk a little bit about that, because right prior to this celebration party energy that's going to go straight through your calendar, let's just talk about what's taking place, the choices here on the 4th that you need to make. There might be something here in your thinking that you need to adjust or make a very clear decision. If you're a little bit in doubt, don't do it on the 4th. Just hang in there, because the solution is coming on the 5th. Maybe a little bit unexpectedly so, but I'm feeling that if you're waiting to get a green light from some kind of, whether it's a financial institution of sorts, then you may have some good news here on the 5th. It will allow you to make your decision that much clearer. Then we have a situation here, a little bit more heartfelt. It's Venus and Pluto here on the 8th. So it's stirring your emotions up a little bit. If things have been unclear, well, that's going to come to the surface. And the 8th is also the lunar eclipse, okay? So here, this is really going to lift things up into the picture. Sometimes we need to address the shadow self when this takes place, because Pluto might have been holding something down or holding something away or in a hidden aspect. If that is the case, well, these things can come to the surface. But let me tell you though, it's nothing to dread. Why? Because there's a sense of a powerful liberation taking place. There's freedom coming from it. So say you've been needed to hold something back for whatever circumstances or reasons. Well, now that you that this total lunar eclipse is on the spot here, well, it may reveal it, but it's also setting you free. Now, also there's a lot of enlightenment in this, because Uranus is in the mix. Uranus is those genius thoughts, those epiphanies that we get, where things just come in back to back as synchronicities. It will just open your mind to see that this is now liberating. And of course, some of you might, welcome that because you've been waiting for it. So thank God, finally, right? That's the good thing. Now, some of you might not have been anticipating it or wanting it. It can come as maybe a little shock factor, which Uranus can do too, but that's only if you have aspects in your birth chart. Since I don't have that here, I can't really see it. But yeah, we do solar astrology here, so we're not looking at your personal planets. But here in your solar chart, Uranus is not afflicted, all right, here on the 8th. You had an opposition to the Sun on the 7th, where it might have been a little prelude, like a few waves on the top of the lake, so to speak. That's saying something is coming, and that something is coming on the 8th. So pay attention to the ripples on the 7th. The 8th, it's all coming out. But then, let me tell you, once that is done, you will see in the aftermath how this is just going to behoove you, because now, here we go. Things are really, it's like I hear the drums, okay? The beat is starting here from the 8th. From this lunar eclipse, we have on the 10th, the Sun and Jupiter coming together. The Sun for you at that time will be still here in your 2nd house, and it coming together here with Jupiter, which is the 12th house. Well, that is values that you appreciate, those deeper values that now want to expand, to come out and show itself. Your self-worth is expanding here on the 10th. Then we have from the 14th, straight onwards, we got Jupiter and Venus together. They're partying, they're doing the dance. Love and freedom and justice and generosity coming in. So there might just very well be, you know, news of money coming your way. In that case, it feels like the karmic bank is just bestowing it upon you. Then on the 15th, the Sun and Mars are doing the same dance over here, that whatever money is coming in that you just heard about is now being earmarked, and you're thinking, well, I want to put this into the area of the home, the house, to beautify it, these projects and whatnot. And on the 15th, 16th, Mercury is coming in here also with Mars, which is now communication. You are extremely on par with everything that's happening. It's like back-to-back communications coming in. And then Venus and Mars doing the dance. So there's romance, and there's a lot of support from the men in your life. And for you men, there's a lot of support coming in from Venus, the women in your life. So all along, I'm seeing that things are just wide open, beautiful, generous. Mercury here, the communication of all these blessings bestowed upon one. On the 20th, the 20th is such a blessed day that some of you may just say yes to an engagement proposal. Some of you might get married on this day, whatever the deal is. Or maybe you might just partake into a new opportunity coming your way. Absolutely great. Now this is just shunting you off as we're leaving Libra, and the Sun now moving into Scorpio, so happy birthday, Scorpio. But the Sun moving into Scorpio here will now be expanding the area of communication, travel to and fro, short distance travel, any kind of talks and communications are going to be fantastic. This is also the day of the solar eclipse, the new moon. And so when we have a solar eclipse on our new moon, it packs the punch of like 3 new moons. And we always talk about placing our intentions. For you, it will be in this area, which has to do with siblings, or how you communicate and what you communicate. Make sure that you're really clear upon what takes place here, because why? You have the power of breakthrough here on the 23rd, where you will be heard. Whatever it is you're voicing on this day will stay with you for a very long time. I see you being highly driven. We're also having a kite formation going on this month, where on the 8th, that is, with the Sun and Venus on top of the kite. So envision a good old-fashioned kite, right? You've got Sun and Venus up here, Mars and Jupiter on either side of the shoulders, which is lifting it, right? Expanding it with Jupiter. Mars really fueling it with energy, drive, goals, and ambition. But in order for any kite to fly, we have to have, you know, that string with those little ribbons. That is the lunar, the total lunar eclipse on the 8th with Uranus, which is really going to send you off in a big way, unexpected way. There is some surprises accompanying this, but they're all very harmonious to one another. So it can't be nothing other than good. Now, if some of you will still come to experience some unexpected, more negative aspects coming in, which we always can do, well then the answer to that is in your birth chart, your personal planets, okay? And how these transits may be affecting that. I can't see that from here, but sure, you know, these beautiful planets that we're talking about, they could come to square or oppose your personal planets, but that's a different story. But your solar chart is probably the best chart of the entire year of 2014. October is just one big celebration. And then as we close off the month on the 25th, 27th, 28th, we have a conjunction between the Sun and Venus in the area here now of the 3rd house. Some of you might be traveling or also maybe receiving some visitors. In that case, siblings can be involved. Signing of any contracts here could also be in the picture, but then again also we have this Mercury retrograde here this month. But then we have Venus and Neptune ending the month with a trine, okay? So that's hopes, dreams, visions, it's love and romance, and it being trine, it's one of the highest aspects we can have. so it should be very romantic. And then the sun will partner in on the 28th, the day after. So even on the 27th, those two, both the sun and Venus, are trine this Neptune. Neptune for you here, Virgo, is in your 7th house for your committed partner, your significant other. If you're single, well, you know, this could be a month where you definitely could come to meet somebody, especially you want to look for that Mars-Venus date there on October 20th. Fantastic time for it. So hey, listen, a lot going on here this month, and Libra, I know you're going to love it, but just because, no, I'm sorry, did I say Libra? I mean, Virgo, I know you will love it. I'm already ahead of myself. I'm sorry. That happens. So Virgo, you're going to love it. This month is here for you right now to really see your financial situation expand and grow. All right? And then make the most out of it as things come together for you as blessings this month. Some of this is already taking place even before this happens, but behind the veils. And that's Jupiter working for you in that 12th house with hidden blessings. All right? So, hey, listen, subscribe now if you haven't, and I will see you next month. And do go listen to your moon and your rising sign, as always, just to get a little bit more details on which other areas of your life can be affected this month by these two super eclipses. And I'll see you in November.